Kathleen Wynne, you were in Philadelphia on the weekend, and then last week you promised to report back. And here's what I want to know, because this is not your first rodeo at knocking on doors. Give me your own sense of what you heard, and if there was anything that kind of tweaked in your head, thinking, "Oh boy, this is not right," or "This is a surprise," in terms of the reaction you saw or felt on the ground.
So we were in, my son and my sister who came over from Boston and I were in a very downtown Philadelphia neighborhood, 51st Street, 52nd Street, and Race. I mean, it was very working class. There was a fair bit of poverty, and we had a marked list. We had a marked Democrat list, and it was mostly women we spoke to, all Black women. And so I came away feeling exactly what was reflected in the final results, which is every one of these Black women is going to vote. They are motivated. They're going to go out. They came to the door and they just wanted to know where their polling station was. I mean, this was the end of the campaign, right? So they'd been contacted 4, 5, 6 times. They wanted to know, where was their polling station and what time did they have to vote? Like it was very straightforward. But we did not, we avoided talking to people who weren't on the list. So the husband, the brother, whatever, there were, and I did have a couple of encounters with men, and they were not as positive. Some of them were, but some of them were not. So I think what I experienced was, again, as I say, what was reflected. 92% of Black women voted for Kamala Harris, and the rest of the demographics did not vote for her in those numbers or anything like those numbers. So, so we were kind of buffered from that, Dave. I have to say, in the coverage after the election, of course, it's been about the economy, it's been about Trump's win, and so on. Those women have been forgotten in the conversation, and the election for them was about the safety of their bodies, their children, and the services that they need. And I can't help but worry and think about how they're feeling and the fear that they must be feeling.